Hello, BTS lovers. What really happened behind closed doors between Taehyung and HYB? Is it true that this man who is known for his gentle voice and loving heart is now in the issue of a problem that is shaking the K-pop world? And more than that, what decision left everyone, from fans to industry experts, speechless in shock? Taehyung, or more familiarly known as V, is one of the BTS members who is currently undergoing military service, an obligation borne by every South Korean man. Despite being in the middle of state duty, his name remains a hot topic in various media. However, this time it was not because of his artwork or music, but rather the issues surrounding his professional relationship with HYB, the agency that houses BTS for more than a decade. Rumors of tension between Taehyung and HYB began to surface a few months ago. BTS's loyal fans, known as the ARMY, first smelled this gesture when Taehyung was seen absent from some promotional activities before enlisting in the army. Some speculated that Taehyung felt less supported by the agency in some solo projects. On the other hand, HYB remained silent, giving only a formal statement that did not explain much. However, what made the issue even hotter were leaks from anonymous sources claiming that Taehyung had expressed his dissatisfaction directly to the agency before joining the military. No one knows for sure what happened in the discussion, but what is clear is that it became a hot topic among fans and the media. The tension finally reached its peak when an exclusive report from the local media mentioned that Taehyung had taken a surprising step. In the report, it was mentioned that Taehyung personally initiated a meeting with HYB's top brass, something rarely done by an artist of his size. Why is this move so surprising? Because in the K-pop industry, artists usually do not have great power in the face of agencies. HYB, as one of the largest entertainment companies in South Korea, has a huge influence not only on their artists but also on the industry as a whole. However, Taehyung seems undaunted in the face of a system that has always been the norm. According to sources present at the meeting, Taehyung firmly but respectfully conveyed his views. He called for all outstanding issues to be resolved through open dialogue, not with business strategies that often benefit only one party. He even suggested a deliberative approach, a concept inspired by traditional Korean values, in which each side can talk and seek solutions together. However, the reaction did not only come from fans. Industry experts hailed Taehyung's move as unprecedented. In a world often governed by strict contracts and hierarchical structures, Taehyung's courage to speak out for justice and balance is considered an enviable example. One big question that arises is, what does Taehyung really want to achieve? In an old interview, Taehyung once said that he wants to bring a positive impact not only to himself, but also to those around him. Is this step part of his personal mission to create change? According to some analysts, this move by Taehyung will not only affect the relationship between artists and agencies in HYB, but also potentially inspire other artists to be more vocal about their rights. By taking this decision, Taehyung showed that even amid the tight structure, there is still room for individual voices that want to bring about change. However, this is not the end of the story. In a follow-up meeting reported a few days later, HYB surprisingly stated that they were open to discussing Taehyung's views further. In fact, there are rumors that HYB is considering introducing a new, more artist-friendly policy as a result of these discussions. Is this the beginning of a new era in the K-pop industry? And how will this move affect the relationship between Taehyung and HYB going forward? What is clear, Taehyung's courage to step against the tide has paved the way for a healthier and fairer dialogue. The world is now looking forward to the next chapter of this story, and one thing is for sure. Taehyung not only shook up the industry, but also left a mark that will be remembered as a historic moment in South Korean entertainment. Not only Taehyung is in the spotlight in this situation, but also BTS as a whole. As a group known for its solidarity, many fans wondered how Taehyung's colleagues reacted to this bold move. Some speculation arose that other members, such as RM, who often serves as a leader in group dynamics, might be providing strategic support to Taehyung behind the scenes. Jimin, who is known to be close to Taehyung, is said to be one of his strongest emotional supporters during this difficult time. Jungkook, who often views Taehyung as an inspirational figure, implicitly showed his support through short messages on social media platforms. In fact, Suga, who is known for his intelligence in looking at industry issues, is said to have given indirect input to Taehyung before an important meeting with HYB. Although each member is currently busy with their activities, both solo projects and mandatory military service, ARMY believes that BTS remains united. Fans believe Taehyung's bold move is a result of the values of togetherness they have built over the years. HYB's move to open a dialogue after the first meeting with Taehyung left many hoping for a big change. However, not a few are skeptical of the seriousness of the agency. In the history of the K-pop industry, it has been rare for agencies to actually give their artists complete freedom, especially when it comes to major decisions that can affect a company's image. A number of experts have suggested that HYB's response may have been more of a move to dampen controversy in the public eye than a real change. Still, some are optimistic that Taehyung's initiative could force HYB to review their policies, especially due to growing public pressure. One thing that catches the eye is how HYB tries to maintain a balance between supporting Taehyung personally and protecting the company's interests. In a recent statement, HYB representatives stated that they respect Taehyung's views and will strive to create a better working environment for all of their artists. Although it sounds promising, this statement still leaves a big question. Is this just a public relations strategy, or the first step towards real reform? After completing his mandatory military service, Taehyung is expected to return to the entertainment world with many big plans. However, this situation raises the question, will she stay with HYB, or will this step be a harbinger of the beginning of a new direction in her career? Some observers mentioned that if HYB fails to meet Taehyung's expectations, it is possible that she will take more surprising decisions, such as setting up an independent label or working with another agency that values her views more. However, there are also those who believe that Taehyung, with a high soul of loyalty, will still try to solve problems peacefully without having to cut ties with the agency that has raised his name. For Taehyung, this decision is not only about him, but also about laying the foundation for the future of other artists. She seems to want to make sure that the next generation of K-pop stars don't have to face the same challenges she did. On the other hand, the ARMY continues to show their emotional strength in supporting Taehyung. BTS's global fanbase not only speaks through social media, but also through concrete actions such as support campaigns, donations on Taehyung's behalf, and open letters addressed to HYB. For the ARMY, Taehyung is a symbol of courage and sincerity. He was someone who was not afraid to stand against the tide for truth and justice. This move, while risky, only strengthens the bond between Taehyung and his fans. However, amid this support, there is also a sense of worry. Many fans wondered if Taehyung's stress was too much to bear alone. On several occasions, Taehyung is seen staying calm and smiling, but ARMY knows that great struggles often come with invisible burdens.